What's up, everybody? Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with another deck tech video. And like I said, I've been doing some Portal 3K commanders because I've been really interested in them. This one is extremely high budget, due in no small part due, I believe, to the commander, if I recall correctly. And this is also one where, no matter how much I practiced it, it was very hard for me to pronounce. So for those out there who speak Chinese, please correct me on my pronunciation if I screw it up just horribly. Without further ado, we have Xiahou, the One-Eyed. So who is Xiahou, the One-Eyed? He is a 3/2 for 2 generic, 2 black, has horsemanship, which means he can only be blocked by creatures with horsemanship, and sacrifice Xiahou, the One-Eyed, return target black card from your graveyard to your hand. Activate this ability only during your turn before attackers are declared. So like your main phase. So this is going to be a Reanimator deck. So what we're going to try to do is sacrifice him to reanimate some of our better stuff, but also have ways to bring him back, right? So let's get straight into it. So we have 22 creatures here. We have Aria, First of Locthwain, which is when Aria, First of Locthwain, or another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1, and you gain 1. You can also sacrifice another black creature to draw a card. We have Barrogoyf in here. It has Death Touch, Lifelink, and this card is really good. Its power and toughness are each equal to card types among cards in all graveyards, and its toughness are equal to that +1. When Barrogoyf deals combat damage to a player, you may mill that many cards. If you do, you may put a creature card from among them into your hand. Cryptghast makes your swamps tap for an additional black. Dauthi Voidwalker, he hits a player, because he has Shadow. Then if an opponent's card would be put into a graveyard, it gets exiled, and then you can sacrifice Dauthi Voidwalker to play one of those cards. Doom Whisperer, flying, trample, pay 2 life, surveil 2, so it helps you get stuff into your graveyard to reanimate. We have Erebos, Bleak-Hearted. As long as your devotion is less than 5, he's not a creature. And whenever another creature you control dies, pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. We have Gwenum, Death Touch, Lifelink, one of the good cards from the Spider-Man set. Whenever Gwenum attacks until end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play cards from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana cost, so like a Bolas' Citadel effect, or Ad Nauseam effect. Hoarding Broodlord, well, not quite Ad Nauseam. Hoarding Broodlord, it costs 1 billion mana. Convoke, flying, and when Hoarding Broodlord enters the battlefield, search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. For as long as that card remains exiled, you may play it. Spells you cast from exile have Convoke. Junji, the Midnight Sky, so when he dies, target opponent discards 2 cards, lose 2 life. Or put a non-dragon creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. We've got Massacre Girl to massacre the board. Massacre Worm to massacre the board. Machias the Unhallowed. He's a 5/5, and whenever a human deals damage to you, destroy it. That's a pretty niche ability. He has Intimidate, and when other non-human creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Undying, which is when a creature with Undying dies, if it has no 1/1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter. Then we have Nurkani Revenant. It's like Cryptghast, but it costs 6 mana instead. We have Overeager Apprentice. Discard a card, sacrifice it, add 3 mana to your mana pool. So it's like a buy now, pay later kind of ritual effect. Phyrexian Delver. Whenever Phyrexian Delver enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You lose life equal to that card's mana value. We have Pitiless Plunderer. So whenever another creature you control dies, create a treasure token. Soldelvi Attendant. Sacrifice a black or artifact creature to add an amount of black mana equal to its mana cost to your mana pool. Play the ability as an interrupt. We have Solemn Simulacrum. We have Stitcher's Supplier to mill ourselves some cards. We have Valgavoth, Terror Eater, which is flying, lifelink, ward, sack, 3 permanents. If a card you didn't control would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. And during your turn, you may play cards exiled with Valgavoth. If you cast a spell this way, gain life, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. But it does have lifelink, which helps. We have Violent Tumor, which is just budget Entomb. You search for a card and put it into your graveyard. Then Zoo If it, so you can bring back some of this stuff, turn them into skeletons to chump block or whatever. Sorceries. We got Beseech the Queen. It is a wonderful little tutor. Search your library for a card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control. Reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Bitter Ordeal. Search target player's library for a card and remove that card from the game. Then that player shuffles his or her library. It has Gravestorm. So when you play the spell, copy it for each permanent put into a graveyard this turn. So like if you mass removal with Damnation or Mutilate, and you have mana left over, Bitter Ordeal, and you are going to get a lot of value out of it. So those people who play like Thoracle and stuff, you can just like nuke their combo out of the game. We have Bubbling Muck. Till end of turn, makes your swamps tap for an additional black. Diabolic Tutor. I am running a tutor in here. Notice I'm not running Demonic Tutor and stuff because I don't like tutors all that much. We have Dread Return. We have Exhume, bring something back. Like I said, Mutilate. We have Overwhelming Forces. Destroy all your opponent's creatures. You draw a card for each creature destroyed this way. Yeah. It's kind of like the tale of Cao Cao and the war of the fall of the Han and that Warring Kingdoms period. We have Razaketh's Right. Search your library for a card and put that card into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Instants. We do have some mana accelerants in here in the form of Cabal Ritual, Culling Ritual, and Sacrifice, as well as Dark Ritual. Sacrifice, fun fact for those of you who are new to the game, got a lot of people really mad back in the 90s when it came out. This and Demonic Tutor and a couple others got some people very upset. Then we have Doomblade, kill a creature. We have Flare of Malice, kill a creature. Go for the throat, kills a creature. Not dead after all. So you can sacrifice your Xiahou to while this effect is on it, and it comes back with a Wicked Roll token. So when this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Then create a Wicked Roll token attached to it. It gets +1/+1, and when this aura is put into a graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life. We do have Sheoldred's Edict. We do have Songs of the Damned, and we do have Sudden Spoiling and Thrilling Encore. Which also, this is note that Not Dead After All does a very silly thing, right? So until end of turn, this creature has, when it dies, return it to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control with a Wicked Roll token, right? So let's just read our Xiahou. Sacrifice Xiahou. Return target black card from your graveyard to your hand. Activate this ability only during your turn before attackers are declared. You can do this with that roll token and just keep bringing it back, right? Which is very interesting. And then you have these things, you have stuff in your deck. So like if you have Arya, you can keep doing this, right? And then it'll gain you some life, lose them some life. And Erebos, you can pay 2 life to draw a card, that sort of thing, right? You see the kind of like stuff that you can do. Pitiless Plunder lets you do this infinitely, actually. So whenever another creature you control dies, you create a treasure token, so you can just do that infinitely and kill people out. So there is an infinite combo in here. That's very important. I wanted to let people know that. Sheoldred's Edict. Songs of the Damned, add a black for each creature card in your graveyard. Sudden Spoiling, I love this card, and the art is really good. Then Thrilling Encore. Put onto the battlefield under your control all creature cards in all graveyards that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Artifacts. We are running 16. We have Caged Sun to help get us some extra mana, as well as extra planar lens and Gauntlet of Power. We have Cauldron of Souls, gives all of our stuff, persist. We have Expedition Map to get us some land Jet Medallion to make things cheap. We have Lifeline. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard and a creature is in play, return that creature from your graveyard to play at the end of turn. So like you can sacrifice your Xiahou to put him in the graveyard. And as long as you have a creature in play, he will return himself to the battlefield. That's a fun one for you. We also have Nightmare Lash. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each swamp you control. You can equip pay 3 life. Resurrection Orb. Equipped creature has lifelink. Whenever equipped creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Again, attach it to your Xiahou. We have Rings of Brighthearth. Whenever you activate an ability, if it isn't a mana ability, you can pay 2 and copy that ability. So you can sacrifice your Xiahou. He will go in, copy it, and you will actually get 2 cards back. Then we have Scepter of Eternal Glory. Add 1 mana of any color. Add 3 mana of any color if you have 3 or more lands with the same name. Spoiler, swamps. A Skull Clamp for some of our stuff. We have Soul Ring, right? Like if you attach this to Xiahou, you can manage to get him back. We have the Darkness Crystal, so if a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile instead, gain 2 life. We have the Golden Throne and the Soul Stone. We have, this also does some Reanimator stuff, and of course the Soul Stone also reanimates. We are only running 3 enchantments. But they're pretty good. We have Tortured Existence, which is usually in Hashathon, but it is a 1-drop for 1 black. Choose and discard a creature card. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So you can discard a card, return a card to your hand, and you can do that quite a bit. And then we have Animate Dead, bring a creature back, and the Meat Hook Massacre. As for our lands, we are running 25 swamps. We are running Bajuka Bog, Lake of the Dead, which is $129. I think this is a reserve list card, so the odds of us getting a reprint are probably 0. Cabal Coffers, Cabal Stronghold, Phyrexian Tower. We do have Susur, Secundi Void Altar, sack a creature, draw cards equal to its power. Crypt of Ageddon, add a black for each black creature card in your graveyard. We do have Volrath Stronghold as well, which is you can put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. And Vesuva as well. Because Cabal Coffers is not legendary. That's a fun fact for you. And planets are also not legendary. That is also a fun fact for you. But what'd you think here? Did I pronounce Xiahou correctly? Did I build a deck that might interest you? This is probably one that you might have to proxy, because believe it or not, this $99 version of Xiahou is actually the cheap version. The Portal 3K version has not gotten a proper reprint, so it is $300. Yep, that's where it's sitting at right now these days. But let me know if you find these Portal 3K commanders interesting. I might do a few more. For now, I'm going to hit the pause button on them. But as always, I am Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.